I'm Dublin City's coldest, you should know this. I've been rapping like a veteran, not a novice. Different flow when I drop a track.
What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It is the 20th of March as I'm recording this. Yesterday I reacted to The Art of Dying, which will be my previous Gojira reaction, and that hasn't gone live yet. It's going live tonight in like 2.5 hours, and I cannot wait for you guys to see that. Man, I've been dying to sit back down and do another video on these guys based off of my last reaction. That shit was so hard. After doing like all of Tool's discography, I was kind of like worried that I'd take some time to find a band that I really fell in love with, and Gojira are already showing early signs of being that band that will maybe take over for Tool's place from a YouTube video standpoint, because I don't know, man, I've just loved all their tracks so far. They've been just right up my street. I love really raw metal, and the more I listen to it, the more intricacies and technicalities that I find in their music that makes me believe that they're not actually as raw as one may first think from a first listen. Like listening to the drumming patterns just from The Art of Dying, the few times I've listened to it back when I was editing it and everything, and it's just like, to listen to the drum like sequence and everything is just crazy to think. Like it's almost as if he has like 9 arms and like I was about to say 2 legs, but like 7 legs. Like the different patterns, and like, oh man, just to even think about how hard to be like to get to actually do that, to be so coordinated, to have like one tempo going with this hand and then another tempo going with this hand, and then like your foot also like driving home the kick pedal as well at like such an insanely quick rate as well. Like I mentioned in the last video, the speed in which he was hitting that kick pedal in The Art of Dying was absolutely insane. So today we're going to do Born in Winter. We have a lyric video. This one, for some reason, just based on the name, I just have a feeling it's going to be slightly different from them. I know they've been ridiculously heavy so far, really heavily focused on crazy like drum sequences, and then also huge guitar riffs, which is one of my favorite parts of Gojira so far. Can we just get a feeling that a song's going to be slow or just a little bit more, I don't know. I don't know, maybe I'm looking too much into it, but I suppose that just adds to the excitement of doing this, because I just don't know what we're going to get. It's also shorter as well, so it means we have less time for that progressive intro that they usually give us so far. Well, actually, to be honest, the heaviest matter of the universe jumps straight into it, so I don't really know what I'm talking about. Alright, it sounds like they're going country on us. See what I mean? I just felt like this is going to be a little bit like more melancholy and slow and that winter feel. Then again, I like that intro relating to the actual name of the track, Born in Winter. Before all things reborn again. So speaking about before winter ends and summer begins, where all the like leaves and like wildlife and like fucking shrubbery and all that kind of shit starts to be born again, you learn the painful breath of time. So let's see where they're going to go with this. I did like obviously predict that it was going to be melancholy, so that seems to be where they're going with it so far. So they'll probably tell some mad crazy story, again really concept based, so I don't know what they're going to go with this. It doesn't sound like we're going to get a huge drop, which would surprise me, but I mean, then again, we probably will, so let's go. So although that is quite heavy in parts, still seems a little bit more structured and a little bit more melancholy compared to what they had been doing. But I like it. Different. Versatile. And they gave like real like long outros as well. From the last two tracks we've done, they've given quite long outros as well. Kind of like make you think that you're gonna get a big drop at the end, but then it just kind of like peters out. But yeah, one thing that I did notice from that one, I mean it's a short track, there's not really much to take away from, but one thing I've noticed really is like I've seen that these guys are from France now. Whether or not they've lived there for their entire life, I'm not sure, but the lead singer's vocals, like you wouldn't suggest, like it doesn't like scream French at all. Like there's nothing that I hear from him that makes me think like, oh yeah, like he's French, or he hasn't really got a full grasp of like English or whatever. Like he sounds like English would be his first language. Now obviously that's, I don't know much about them at all as a band. All I really know is that the drummer and the lead singer are brothers apparently, so that's interesting as well. So they've probably come a long way together, so I'd imagine. But yeah, no, that's one thing I just kind of took from that, is that their lead singer like doesn't sound French whatsoever. He sounds like he's got like relatively good English, especially on the, well, from a musical standpoint anyway, when he's actually singing. So you don't notice any like kind of French accent come out of him when he sings in English. But that was just one of the main things I took away from there. Not a bad track. Definitely a different style to them. So they are again showing that they can do different styles. They're obviously versatile in the sense that they don't just do the fucking crazy tracks that we've heard thus far. I like the writing in it as well. It's descriptive, you know, it's not just like bland with like saying that, like it's not describing a transition from winter into summer and summer into winter. It's actually like really descriptive and like kind of thought-provoking in the way in which it's written. So that's also another aspect of their game that they've obviously got in their locker as well. All around, they really ticked all boxes. Now it didn't have that moment where like it made me want to leave the room, you know, in a good way. But again, it's a different type of track. We're not going to expect it on every single one, and I'm just imagining then when I do the next one, when it is a big track, you know, on a big room track, then I'd imagine that it's just going to feel a little bit better knowing that they can do other styles as well. So yeah, that is going to be the video, guys. If you did enjoy, please do drop a like. As always, if you want to see more Gojira, then please do let me know in the comment section down below. Sub to the channel so you do not miss any further videos. That's going to be me. Thank you as always for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.